Hey guys, as you know, Sparrow Racing is coming Tuesday, along with the balance patch. I was there at PlayStation Experience and got to play it for about an hour, and it was a ton of fun. It's been requested since the early days, so it's kind of surreal to see it finally here. Now, in this video, I'd like to give you my early impressions about the races I was in and the two maps that have been released. Starting off here, you'll notice that the bottom left has a speed indicator as well as a charge meter. There are gates placed throughout the course that will give you a speed boost and recharge your Sparrow. If you're using a normal Sparrow, you're only going to use charges when strafing. If you have a Sparrow with overcharge on it, it'll also use those charges when you activate overcharge. You can stack the speed boost from the gates up to 5 times, so if it means taking a corner easier, just skip it. We didn't have access to any of the Sparrows with overcharge on it, so I don't know how well those would actually perform in the races. Each race required you to complete 3 laps of the course. As the race goes on, it becomes apparent that you need to keep hitting those gates or else you'll get passed by the other competitors. As people learn the course a bit more too, everyone ends up moving in a pack where you can start using your strafe to bump people out of gates and into other obstacles. I think I ended up killing Datto at one point by bumping him into a wall, which caused him to roll over and explode. It was funny. By the way, getting off your Sparrow causes you to explode as well, and then respawn back on a Sparrow, so you won't be doing any shooting in this mode, just Sparrows. If you're in first place, you'll notice the gates got much smaller. If you're in the back, they're 3 times the size, so it's going to be easier to catch up. So the first map I got to play was Campus Martius on Mars. It features some spinning windmill hazards as well as some man cannons and large jumps. It felt like there were more hairpin turns that required you to know that they were coming up, and if you turn into them at an awkward angle, you usually end up on your back and dead. The second map is the Infinite Descent and is a much more linear map. If the footage playing looks like I'm always going down, well, it's because we are. Instead of looping back around, you go through a teleporter and get transported up to the top. As I said, this is a very linear map with very few turns. It's fun, but the matches never really felt as close on this one. I think it's because if you're in the lead, you never really see the other racers until they're right on you, or you teleport back up to the top and see everyone else's indicators on the other side of the map. Before I get into some of the rewards, I just wanted to take a moment and say that this game mode is really fun to play, but it's really not that much fun to watch. You really have to play it to feel the excitement of trying to close the gap between first and second. You can go in solo or go in with a full 6-man team and yell at buddies as you bunch up in a hairpin turn. I cannot wait to do this with some friends and start taking a drink every time you end up exploding someone else's Sparrow. Should be for a fun time. Anyway, on to rewards. Both Amanda Holliday and Tess have special things associated with them for the Sparrow Racing League. First up, Amanda Holliday is going to be your main source for bounties and quests during the event. She also has legendary gear that helps you out when racing Sparrows. The quest you get is actually your license, and the higher you get that, the better your rewards will be at the end of matches. Tess Everest also has Sparrow League racing stuff, but you're going to need to pay silver for this. It's cosmetic in nature though, so don't feel like any of it will make a difference, competitively speaking anyway. First up, there's an emote you can only get while the event is going on, similar to the Halloween event. You can also buy packages which reward a random legendary Sparrow. The same package can be obtained by completing one of Amanda Holliday's bounties, so if you can't spend money on silver, then you might get lucky and get the Sparrow that you really want from that package. There's also a book that you can buy for 1,000 silver from Tess that will allow you to earn some unique cosmetic armor after completing a bunch of requirements in it. This armor does not have any light level on it and is intended to be an alternate armor set from that you can normally earn at the end of matches or buy from Amanda Holliday with legendary marks. The book requires a lot of different things like earning first place, best times on maps, etc. You're also going to get racing gear from the end of matches, similar to how gear is rewarded in the Crucible. If there was ever a game mode to have rewards based on how well you did, this would be the game mode for it. Sadly, that isn't there, but fortunately the rewards were dropping very frequently at PlayStation Experience. Pretty much every single match had about 2 legendary items rewarded, so doing this enough should net you some gear and shaders. Alright, so that's it for this video. As a small ending note, I am really happy about them adding horns. I didn't know I needed that in my Destiny life, but I am so happy that they're there now. I feel completed. So just watch this clip to see how happy I am. Seriously though, that's probably going to get nerfed, and it really should be because that's annoying. Stay tuned for this week's podcast. We record everything on Thursdays, so this week is going to be filled with info to discuss. We'll have the Titan changes, exotic updates, weapon rebalancing, plus Sparrow Racing League, and quests to take part in. This has been Patrick Casey with Planet Destiny, your guide to the Destiny universe.